I am 92 years old. I have buried my wife. I have buried my friends. I have buried my rivals. And I've buried the version of me that once cared what anyone said about me. I am standing at the edge of a cliff. I can see the drop. And before I fall, I need to turn back and tell you, the people still dancing behind me, what I see. Because you are fooling yourselves. You move through life with this cozy, proud belief that you have time. You spend your days like they are worthless, like you have an endless pile of them saved away. So, I'm here to tell you that you're empty. Every one of us will die. You understand this in your head, but you don't feel it. You don't feel the cold blade of it on your skin. If you did, you would not live the way you do. So, let me tell you about a man named Jack. It was 1968. Jack was my closest friend. He was sharper than me, more handsome than me, and wealthier than me. He was a predator. We were sharing a drink one night, celebrating a huge deal he had just finished. He was puffing on a Cuban cigar, leaning into his leather chair, and he looked at me and said, "Frank, 5 more years. That's the plan." I push for 5 more years. I reach the goal. Then I stop. Then I take Mary to Italy. Then I learn to paint. Then I finally begin. Jack had a vision. He had his path mapped. 3 days later, Jack walked out of his office building, clutched his chest, and collapsed on the pavement before he even understood what was happening. A massive heart attack. He was 42 years old. He never saw Italy. He never painted a single thing. I stood beside his coffin, and the tragedy wasn't that Jack died. We all die. The tragedy was that Jack spent his whole life waiting to start living. He treated his days like a waiting room for a future that never showed up. And the cruelest part, I went to his office a week later to clear his desk. His calendar was full for the next 6 months. His inbox overflowed with urgent messages. The world did not pause because Jack died. His company replaced him in 2 weeks. His clients forgot his name within a year. And right now, looking at you, I see Jack. You are telling yourself the same story. I'll be happy when I get the promotion. I'll take the trip when the kids are older. I'll forgive my brother when he apologizes. Let me give you a hard truth from a 92-year-old man. There is no someday. There is only today. And when you trade your today for a tomorrow that is not promised, you are making the worst gamble of your life. Let's talk about your things. I look at your generation. You are addicted to collecting. You buy what you don't need. With money you don't have to impress people you barely care about. I live in one small room now. I have a bed. I have a chair. I have a photo of my wife. I once had a large house. I once had luxury cars. I once had rooms full of toys. And I am telling you, with a clear vision that comes at the end, it is all worthless. I have been to many funerals. I have never, not once, seen a moving truck behind a hearse. When you die, your children will pay a stranger to enter your home and throw 90% of your treasured things into a dumpster. The rest they will sell at a yard sale for coins. That is the final value of your possessions, future trash. So why are you breaking yourself to buy it? Why are you working 60 hours a week, missing your daughter's childhood to pay for a car that sits in traffic? It is insanity, and you will not understand it until you are sitting where I am. And by then, it is too late to return what you bought. Let me tell you about the big victory. It was 1979. I was named Businessman of the Year in my city. A grand banquet, black tie. I walked to the stage. People clapped. I felt untouchable. I felt like I had beaten the game. I went home that night holding the trophy. My house was quiet. My wife, Eleanor, was asleep. My children were asleep. I sat alone at the kitchen table, sipping scotch, staring at that piece of glass. And I understood the applause was already gone. The people in that room did not care about me. They cared about what I could offer them. And the people upstairs, the ones who truly loved me, I had ignored them for months to earn that piece of glass. I missed my son's varsity games to stay late at work. I missed my anniversary dinner to close a merger. And for what? That trophy is now in a box in some basement. I do not even know where it is. But the memory of my wife's sad eyes when I said I could not come to dinner, That is still here. That remains. You think your job is your legacy. It is not. It is a trade. You are exchanging the hours of your life, hours you will never get back to build someone else's dream. If you died today, your position would be posted before your obituary. Do not bow to your career. It will not love you back. It will not hold your hand when the lights go out. So what truly matters, if money is an illusion, if work is a trap, if possessions are trash, what is left? I'll tell you, the only things you truly keep are what you give away. The love you share, the time you spend, the bonds you build. I sit in this chair and I don't replay business wins. I replay quiet Sundays with Eleanor. I replay my daughter's laugh when she was 3. I replay the day I helped a stranger push his car from the snow. That is the only real wealth. So here is my challenge to you. Here is the no-nonsense plan for the rest of your life. First, destroy your ego. You are so afraid of looking foolish. You never take the chance. You never start the dream. You never ask her out. Why? Because you fear what people will think. Let me free you. Nobody is watching you. They are too busy worrying about themselves. You are the star only in your own mind. To everyone else, you are just background noise. Stop letting fear of judgment freeze you. Their opinions will be buried in the same ground as they are. Second, practice the last time. This is an ancient idea, and it will change your life. Every time you do anything, remind yourself that one day you will do it for the final time. One day you will lift your child for the last time. One day you will kiss your partner for the last time. One day you will sip your coffee for the last time. You do not know when. It could be 10 years from now. It could be today. When you live with that truth, you will never waste a moment again. You will savor the coffee. You will hold the hug longer. Third, wake up. I am 92. My body aches. My vision is fading. But you hold the golden ticket. You have held youth, and you are spending it staring at a screen. You are numbing yourself. Stop. Go outside. Feel the air. Watch the sky. Call your mother. Forgive your enemy, not for them, but because you no longer have time to carry hate. We are all going to die. It is the only promise we share. But most people never truly live. They simply exist. They play it safe. They stay comfortable. Then they fade away. Do not be like Jack. Do not wait for a 5-year plan. Eat the good food. Buy the ticket. Say, I love you first, because the clock is moving. Can you hear it? That is your life slipping away. Do not let it end empty. I am tired now. Go live.